Greetings, chat. Just got to get something else set up here. Seem to be having an issue with our audio again. I don't know why this is. So I just got to move this to the right place. So let's just take a look here. What is up? Okay. It seems that Steam does not like it when I start a new game or some kind of program, as it wants to put it in the wrong audio channel. So we're just going to that there. Now you should be able to hear it. Okay, so today I'm going to be playing for the very first time. Let me just calibrate myself really quick. Alright, so today I'm going to be playing for the very first time a Warhammer 40,000 Boltgun, which is this here. I don't know what this is going to be like. I don't even know if my machine can run it. I assume it can, because in fact I am, in the game here. But yeah, that works. So let's see. Already I'm liking this music though. Yeah, feel free to earn some coins, and then you'll be able to use it for some memes.
Yeah, boy.
Boltgun, that's right. Fielder says, for people who say this isn't political or any such nonsense, there are literally people celebrating their cultural victory in Warhammer on Zitter. That's a good name for it, Teal Deer. So let's see. I don't know how this is gonna be, so we're just gonna jump in as it is. First of all, I want to ask, is the audio fighting too hard with this right now? I may have to adjust it. Let me know if the game is like fighting with my volume before I like get into this more. One of the things I can immediately appreciate about this, I don't know why, but some games will just hijack like my computer, so where my mouse pointer can't like leave the game screen because I have two monitors set up, and so like the game is on my larger monitor and all of the stuff controlling shit is on the second monitor, so I can like change scenes in OBS, and I can look at you guys in chat and select things. Okay, the cat says the audio is too strong. Too strong. How's this? Is that better? Is that too low? This is just the background music. I don't even know how loud the game's gonna be, I don't think it's legal to play any Doom clone audio on anything less than 11. Muscle arm emoji. The game is a bit too loud. Okay. Mr. 0303 over on Rumble. Shout out to the Rumble gang. I always give shout out to the Rumble gang. Rumble Chan is best grill. Boltgun was fun, says Kakun K Tata. Tata. K Ta. You. There. Pronounced with a Chinese she, basically English she, makes the term shitter much more accurate to describe that platform. Elon Musk's feelings are hurt. Actually, I like that it's a shitstorm on Twitter now. Okay. Let me know if this is the sound. Be right. I'm going to the shitter. Or Exeter, because Exeter, which is a town in the UK. Oh, that's pretty good too. This game contains explosions and flashing lights. It may not be suitable. Okay, well, I guess so. Alright, let's see how this goes. So what are my options? Let me see. What are the controls? Keyboard bindings, gamepad on. Is on. Is that on or off? On. Gamepad look sensitivity. I don't know. I can raise this a little bit. Video. Yeah, that's fine. Full screen. Retro mean. Oh, wow. I don't know. I guess the bloom, I'll turn it on. It sounds fancy. Alright. I think we're done here. Let's do it. Let's jump in. Exterminatus. Let's just go with let's go with medium. I don't know how hard it's gonna be, so. A challenge worthy of the Imperium's mightiest warriors. My armor is contempt. Emperor's mercy, only veterans will triumph. Exterminatus, not even a Primarch could survive. Ah, yes. I remember when they used to lean into stuff like this. And rip 40k whatever is going on. It's basically like they have let the vampire into the house is basically what's happened. And they have allowed this to happen. Uh-oh, what's going on?
Nothing, once touched by the hand of chaos, remains untainted. You are under the dominion of the Ordo Malleus to assist my investigations into a world that has already felt that fell influence. Graia has been under the close watch of the Inquisition since the Grim Skull War. The Forge world remains largely secure, but although we have not had sufficient time to pinpoint the origin of these foul energies. While most of the planet remains unaffected, it is my belief that rogue elements within the Adeptus Mechanicus may have been experimenting with a surviving fragment of Inquisitor Drogon's power source. Your mission is to assist me in locating a fragment of the power source. While I consider this threat extremely serious, your superiors have seen fit to second only a handful of you to my supervision. In the absence of a larger force, we should pray to the Emperor that this does not develop into a more dire situation. This servo skull will guide you. In Commodus here is one of the few sanctified and preserved from the purging.
Something's going on with the video. I don't know if this is on purpose or not.
Together, you will search sites where communication has become sporadic. Should you encounter any opposition, you may assume they have been tainted by the ruinous powers. Suffer not the heretic to live. While I continue my investigations aboard the Crown, you will be deployed to a habitation zone we lost contact with several cycles ago. You should assume the situation to be extremely hostile. Beware. We do not know how far the taint of the arch-enemy spreads.
It looks like I crashed.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Okay, now entering. Off target. Your deployment to Graia didn't go quite as planned. No matter. Secure armament. Bolster your faith and continue. Those heretics don't know what's coming for them. The grav cannon uses an energy's mass against them. Used on tougher targets. Greater effect. Oh. So there's already a problem here. Options. Controls.
Holy
Why would
look at
I...
all this damage?
We're gonna invert. No, I don't want that. Controls, invert, off. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, that's another. Okay. Yeah, there we go. What do I have here? What is this? Okay, I have a brass knuckle. Jump. Crash my ship there. Do I have to follow this guy? What is this? What are you doing? What up, homie? I guess I'll just go this way. Damage accumulating. Address wounds. Okay, how do I do that? The right bumper? Oh, it's a dash button. Okay. I don't have any items except this chain sword. Oh, there we go. Some healing. Coach Medicaid. Hold on a second. I'm just going to go down this way. Grab these two. Vertical movement necessary. Jump with A. Got it. Do I need the health? I might as well grab it. Oh no, I can't grab it yet. Okay. Gonna really haul ass on this one. Yeah, it seems like there's some speed here. Oops. Threw a grenade. Didn't mean to do that. This button. Nice. This. Nothing? Okay. Accessing key requires charge. Haste. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Do I have to hold it down, maybe? Oh, that's weird. It says left bumper to do the charge, but let me try something. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's enough boost. What? Oh, run with L. Wait. That work? I guess it does. Well, I got it. I have to hold it. Now I can use it over here. Cogitating route. Guess we're going up. Whoa. That's more like it. Is that too loud? Ammunition found. Thanks for the heads up. Head, that's up. Okay, let's go down here, I guess. Take it, take it. Does that blow up if I shoot at it? Let's see. It does. What I thought. Oh, nice. Hey, TJWK. Before I grab that, let's grab this other stuff first. Check over here. I wonder if this has like lots of secret rooms like Doom did. Onwards? No, we're gonna go this way. Plus 200 contempt. That sounds handy. Exfiltration route found. Leave with X. Oh, so that's the end of the level? Nice. Explore every new area for secret power-ups. What's this kind of Minecraft mod? No. Saltpeter Taffy, the 1999-2001 PC gaming aesthetic is perfect. I already love this. Yeah, not bad, huh? You could really haul ass in this one. Ambiance is great. So it begins. Hey, unwaifu. Casually drops 300 feet. Video game logic. Mr. 0303, contempt is how I gain experience. It does sound appropriate, right? I got 200 contempt. Okay, mountain batteries. A trail through the mountains leads to the habitation zone. Planetary defense batteries align to the route, as do heretics. Find a way into the hab zone. Purge any resistance. Some secrets are concealed behind seemingly normal walls. Explore to find. Can I go back? This is like where I came in, right? Local weapon batteries inactive. Conclusion acquired by heretics. Purge emplacements en route. Kill me. That looks like death. Bullets. I don't need them. Wait a minute.
It says you're a heretic!
Maybe this guy's defending something, maybe? No. Obviously this is chaos. Oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. Take that, bitch. Plus 100 contempt. Trying to get all that contempt. Give me the contempt. Plus 2 contempt. That's not a lot of contempt. Kind of glorious, I gotta admit. I gotta say. You know, I really wanted to play Dark Tide, and I still do. Shut up. Is there anything over here? Stuff. Shotgun ammo. Oh, am I gonna get a shotgun soon? Fucking based. I have grenades too. I should use them. Alright, I was wondering if I can do air dash, but I can't. So what do I do now? Been in here already. Guess I go back this way. Medical artifact. Procure one. I'm good? What are you talking about? Oh, picked up a key. And there's just ammo everywhere. I'm not really worried about that. Probability of key parts. Oh. I didn't know how rough that guy was gonna be, but he wasn't. 35 contempt. Getting all kinds of contempt. Didn't even need that healing. I'll take that. Need the healing. I guess I'll just go this way. Do anything? I want to go back and look around, but I'm kind of committed to this now. Oh, they throw grenades too? Man, I'll take your grenade. Let me go back. Get ammo and look for items. These are all health drops. Yeah, I probably could have done this at a higher difficulty. They seem really forgiving with the health. Woo! Got messy. What's this? 192 contempt. Sounds like a lot of contempt. I'm just saying. Dude. For those of you guys who know the lore really well, what kind of character am I? See, isn't there like a picture of your guy? Let me look at the chat really quick. Contempt is how I gain experience. By the way, you need to find the taunt button. Oh, there's a taunt button. I like Vermintide 2 better than Darktide. I played the crap out of Vermintide 2 for a while. I really did like it. I was, well, I mean, I had built all the classes, but my favorite was the Witch Hunter. My favorite. Yeah, I had a pretty decent build. I loved Vermintide 2, but I never found like a regular group of people to play with. So I mostly played with randos, which means I didn't really get to experience. I think I never really got to experience what the game could do. But I think Vermintide 2 was very good. You are an Astartes of the Ultramarine Captor, aka the most basic thing in the 3K universe. Isn't that what you're playing as in the other game, the Space Marine game? Or am I wrong? 192 has to be some sort of dog whistle number. Yeah, totally. It's definitely a dog whistle. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm sniping with a fucking pistol, bro. Don't get up on me. Motherfucker. What does that do? Just pulling levers for nothing. Okay. Oh, I got some kind of buff. Oh, my contempt is full? How can that be? I should have bottomless contempt. Do I spend my contempt on something? I want to get more contempt. Tell me how to do it. What does it even mean? How can I be full? I'm gonna go back for that shit when I figure out how. Yeah, I can't pick up anymore. Yes? Gonna help me out here, buddy? The bolt gun is a mix between a pistol, a sniper, and a rocket launcher. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Yes, Ultramarines are the default for basically everything. Okay. Seems to be that you, unless stated otherwise, you will be an Ultramarine, aka Vengeance of the Blood Angels, Deathwing, Space Wolf, etc. You know, I did also have another game that I kind of enjoyed, which was a 40k game on my PS4. Is it Space Hulk? Where you play like these giant, like, you know, Terminator armors, and it was like 4 players. I think I'm remembering this correctly. And you go on these giant Space Hulks, and there's like Tyranids and stuff. And you know, I played that one too, but I played with randos. It was fun. I liked it as well, especially when I get the flamer. I think I remember that being a pretty good time. I can't get any more contempt. It's kind of sad. Your contempt can be used for slow-mo mode. Oh, how do I use it? Let me look at my options, because I'm going to start using contempt then. Where's the... Doesn't see... It's here? Okay. Weapon select, melee charge, fire, grenade. Got it. Got it. Oh, taunt is Y. Okay. Oh, cool. I didn't even know. So what does circle do? Oh, that's to switch the grenades. Okay. There's a couple different types. So then what is squares to use things? X is to jump. What did I do? Oh, I fired that cannon, huh? I think. Well, I'm going to be using that a lot now. Just saying. Okay, so I pulled the levers on these 2 cannons, and I think they both shot. Might not be anything else to do there, but I should probably go over here because I have the key. Full on health and contempt. But it looks like I'm getting prepped for some battle. This. Secret discovered. My Boltgun is glowing, look. This guy. Alas, Yorick, I knew him well. Door. What door? This way? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, I see. With the grenades. Oh no. I'm missing something? Maybe not. Green pickup sounds like armor to me. There's been a bunch of Space Hulk games. Thinking about it, Space Hulk games seem to feature the Deathwing quite a lot. Okay, I'm getting into this now. I'm gonna get this ammo and shit. Hey guys! Wait, did I just throw it inside that hole? I think I did. I didn't even mean to. I don't think I should feel bad about what I'm doing. Can I make that jump? I can't do an air dash or anything like that. I feel like if I run and jump and I don't make it, I'm gonna die. I don't know where the last checkpoint is. Kind of risky. I don't even know if I need anything over there. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Okay, there was nothing here, it looks like. It was worth checking. Uh-oh. Woo! You can jump further than you think. You guys are faster than they look. That. Lesser what? Plague toad? Or whatever it is, it's dead. Get up there that way. guys are terrible shot. Ow. So fashy. Why'd you come down here, bro?
I smell demon filth.
You should be able to shoot them while you're chainsawing them. I'm just saying. Okay, can somebody tell me how to use my contempt? Check this, because I feel like I'm losing out on something. Despite its impressive size, the Space Marine is a nimble navigator. Killdeer, small arms fire doing damage to power armor. Ah, yes, when being able to actually play the game conflicts with lore accuracy. Not that GW cares about lore anymore. Yeah, they don't. Well, once they let clams into the Space Marines, it was all ogre. All right, let's see. Weapon select. Okay, pound, unbound. Oh, grenade, reload, use, turn, unbound. Look, charge, melee, charge. Oh, that's the. Sisters of Battle are heresy. Do you think the Sisters of Battle was the first concession to this stuff? Do you think that was like how they got their foot in the door? My arm goes out that far. Holy shit, it does. You guys got like kind of a one-trick pony when it comes to your aesthetic, eh? Maybe the contempt is my armor. Tab entry gates located. I missed the message. Gotta go down there, huh? Go. End of the level. Good. Let's see, 242. I'm gonna quit at 4. Oh, we got like another hour. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing any messages. Okay. Sometimes my my chat monitor thing, like, I don't know, like it stops tracking, you know? Sisters of Battle were a meme riffing on wording of law. Some rule in the game stated the ecclesiarchy couldn't have men at arms, so they said lol and had women of arms. What do you guys think of the Sisters of Battle as a faction? I kind of like the nun thing. I think it's kind of hot, but I don't know if it's like it's with the lore. The streets are quiet, too quiet. Stench of heresy abound. Looks like the local militarum's defenses didn't fare too well. Then through the hab, purify it. Wounded enemies are less able to break out of chainsword. Oh, so it's like a finishing move. Local workforce accounted for. Hab auditory thresholds low. Proxima vacuum. Citizens absent. Cogitating. Is that a Mechanus? Mechanus? What is that? Is this a lore thing? This guy? My little, Grimdark R2-D2? I just remember the slow-mo mode activates when it depletes because Contempt acts as a shield for you. The nun is kind of hot, bonk. Well, they were going for a hot nun thing. I mean, it's not my aesthetic, it's theirs. Aw, I thought I could snipe them. Jump this? Citizen service complete. Only in death does duty end. I just remembered the slow-mo mode activates when it depletes because Contempt acts as a... I guess maybe it's not something that I use, but instead it's something that's automatically... Guys. Can I throw a grenade over this and then maybe I can bounce it? Oh, they didn't. I wonder why do they, you know, that this thing used to be have entrance located, means of entry required, Clavis. I need the key. Okay. Well, this guy's having a club meeting that I interrupted, but they had it coming. What? Is that a pink demon? Oh yeah, I'm getting some Contempt back. I think the Contempt is armor. Caution, perceived lack of reverence in this location may be considered heretical. Let's fucking go. Let's see. What's next? Pink horror. That's it for you. My man! I was about to cut you. Oh, these guys like teleport in. Okay. To get in his face. What's this? Secret discovered. Munitions boon. Lock and load. Okay, well, there's nothing over here. Well, I don't know how long it's gonna last. Where's that hooting coming from? In here. Ooh. Gonna make me fight for this? That's alright. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, motherfucker. Right. We grab some shit here. Ammo's full. Well, how do I switch weapons? Up. Ooh. It's me, Shadowclaw. How have you been? I'm good. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Lat QCD says the nun thing is only hot in anime. Outside of it, it's pretty cringe. Same thing goes for stuff like school uniform. Well, they use it in porn a lot, so I don't know. And maybe it's like you don't like it. Fair enough. Key! And that. Where do I get that? Look. Mortis. We're gonna try and get that wreath. Oh, there we go. I don't know what that did, but I'm benefiting. Okay. Where do we go? Where do we go? We gotta go. We got the keys, so we gotta go to the door. Talking of gender balancing in 40K, it's always been surprisingly equal. For each branch of their military, there's a balanced, if not, is not different service. I haven't heard back from you on X. Oh, Shadowclaw, what did you ask me? It's been a while, I'm sorry. Lat says, yup, they do it a lot in prawn. That stuff only seems to work in hentai. You know what's funny is it's very popular in Italian prawn. There's a little cringe. That's where Vatican is. It's specifically Catholic. They do that. Find the exit. I can't remember. Guessing there's no map. It's up here. Oh. This is where I found the shotgun. There's a door over here. That's where I went. Maybe I'll go this. Oh, there it is. Dang. They give you a lot of health. I think I'm about to fight some shit. The bolter's not bad though, honestly. Ooh, Boltgun magazine. So, like, it holds more bullets now? I upgraded my gun, too. Oh, what? What's this? My bullets are different. Barricades below acceptable Imperial standards. Yeah, they don't... They're basically useless, is what you're saying. Hold on, let me pause it real quick. Look at your comments. Oh, you told me to contact Allison, but I can't. I have no way of doing that. I asked if there was a way to. Oh, that was all those long messages you sent, right? Because I've been getting a lot of messages and I kind of forgot. So, I sent her screenshots of the conversation. I haven't heard back from her. I haven't talked to her because she went to a dentist appointment yesterday. Didn't do any videos, and she hasn't like said anything to me today at all. I probably won't hear anything from Allison until tomorrow, to be honest. But I sent her screenshots of our conversation. If you're the same person I'm thinking. The Pope is pretty kinky to be dressing up as a Pope in the Vatican. Gilder, one of the 3 orders of the Inquisition, all of which are mixed, their respective chamber militants, 2/3 are all male. That's a very progressive balance, all things considered. Yeah. Well, there's actually debates going on in IRL churches, specifically in the Orthodox. There's like a debate going on about allowing females to be deacons, and deacons are like, they're like sort of like lower level clergy, like they're sort of clergy in training, like very low level. They participate in the ceremony, but they're not the priest, right? And that's a big problem. Like there's a big debate going on, and a lot of people are like, no, we saw what happened to Protestantism. We don't want nothing to do with it. It's kind of a funny thing to watch. And I'm like, guys, if you let them in, it's gonna be like putting an HR department in your freaking church. Basically, you're gonna reap the whirlwind. Heelpers. Okay, just wanted to know if you and her were okay and what the best way to contact her was. Well, I don't know. I thought Allison's DMs were open to people, but if they're not, then the other way you could contact her is to email us at honeybadger, I think it's honeybadgerradio@gmail.com. So don't let them. It was one of the biggest mistakes that Protestants and Catholics made. Yeah, for sure. Further the rock goes towards undermining the church. Yeah, I covered in the video. I was talking a little bit about Bridge, and I talked about the 5 stages of woke entryism. And I mean by woke entryism, I kind of talking about female entryism, let's be real. And that it is like a feminine like way of changing an environment to comfort the people entering it, even though those people claim to like it as it is. And one of the things that one of the ways they do this is through human resources departments. And I saw that Grum's Mark Kern, he was in a I forgot where, it was either Side Scrollers or another live stream, and he was talking about how, no, it was on Twitter, and he said that in his new company he doesn't have a human resources department, specifically because what he saw happen at Blizzard. You know, I will say this, and I can't prove it because I haven't had a chance to talk to Mark Kern about it. I don't even know if he knows about it, but I believe that the Me Too movement through the human resources department at Blizzard Activision was used to essentially oust a bunch of men from positions within Blizzard, and then sort of like replace them with essentially activists, most of which were women. That's what I think happened. And I think that's what happens. They start off and they're like, I don't know, like they have YouTube channels or something, or they have a website, or they write, or whatever. They write thought pieces, and then they get jobs in journalism. They write for Kotaku and Rock Paper Shotgun and GameSpot and IGN, and then they start to essentially like they get into like the space through that angle, through being like a content creator or maybe a journalist, or maybe they are a content creator or a blogger, and then they become a journalist, and then they start getting work in the industry as a within the human resources department, or some other department that has like a relatively low bar for entry and has some kind of like affirmative action in place. So if they're like, we need a certain number of women, and most women don't want to do like the hard work of coding and programming and art direction, etc. So we'll give them jobs in human resources because we have to have a certain number of women. And then those women essentially use that position to try to control the table, to try to run the table, which is to run the company. And they'll use unions and they'll use activist groups and such and nonprofits to do that. That's why I'm against unions in principle, because I think it is an in for these people, and they will eat your company from the inside out. And I heard Grum say that he doesn't, his current company does not have a human resources department. I was like, I know why. That's why. Like, that's how it happened. And you have to be able to say no. Havoc says, apparently there's a lot of controversy around Warhammer right now. I didn't really know anything about it. I just found out. Are you going to cover that on your channel? Well, this stream is kind of me covering it because I knew that if I just streamed myself playing some Warhammer game, and I have a few. There's some I've never played, but I have like the Dawn of War games, which I think are like RTSs, but I don't even know because I've never even installed them. I have Warhammer Space Marine. There was this big sale going on like years and years ago, and a bunch of games were going for like, it was like a whole library of games, I think, that was involved with a certain studio that was closing. They were the same studio that created Darksiders, and it was a bunch of games, like Company of Heroes was one of them, and all of it was going for one price, and I bought all of them years ago, and they've been in my library. And I have Dawn of War, I have Space Marine 1, which I played a little bit on here, and like it's one of these games that doesn't play nice with my machine for some reason, but I do get it to work eventually. And I picked up Boltgun today because I was like, well, if I play a Warhammer game, that's gonna spur a conversation about what happened. But what happened doesn't surprise me, because Games Workshop was never really not woke, but I think there were people in the company, probably the majority, that were wrestling so hard with like, how do we essentially have this game exist in today's political climate? Which is to say, how can this game exist in today's feminized climate? That's really what it means. And they're still wrestling with it. This is why they have done all the compromises they have. And the truth is that they shouldn't have to do any at all, but they're not going to stop because they have this problem. And it's the thing I brought up on, I brought this up on the stream that I uploaded yesterday. As it's the I don't know if you guys saw it, but on Badger live streams, Allison and I were responding to a couple of videos by Jordan Owen, who was one of these like guys that was talking about, you know, feminism and Gamergate like 10 years ago. He was friends with Davis Arini. He was supposedly working on like a documentary, if you guys remember, called The Sarkeesian Effect, and it never happened. And then he kind of dropped out. I don't know. I was never really following him super close, but I knew about that like sort of peripherally, you know? And so he dropped out, and then he like put out a video that somebody, well, Great Indoors, he's in the chat right now. He sent it to us, respond to, and Jordan Owen was going crazy about, like, essentially he said, like, we don't want Gamergate 2 because Gamergate 1 led to Trump, and this guy has TDS like bad. Like, a lot of people have TDS bad. And a lot of them were Gamergate supporters that had TDS bad. I don't know why. Like, I still have yet to have anyone like make a case as to why the TDS is so serious. I don't know. Maybe there's a paradigm shift happening, like that they can't like understand, or there was some moment that they just, you know, where like weirdly enough, I think this is really funny. People who supposedly did not trust games journalists still trusts regular journalists. And I'm like, why do you trust any journalist? Especially after the last like few years with all of the lying that's been going on. Like, how do you believe anybody? That it's just amazing to me. But they do. And Jordan Owen went on this whole like tirade. And while I was talking with Allison about it, I said, this is the problem of liberalism. And I know that people get really mad about this because they think that I'm shitting on liberalism. I am in my values, I guess you would consider me to be pretty liberal in a lot of ways, but the problem is that liberalism alone is not sufficient because it places tolerance as the highest virtue. And when you place tolerance as the highest virtue, all kinds of sinister shit can happen, and you are expected to just say it's okay. And sometimes it's just on the basis of it's not harming anyone, and the fact is it does, because it spreads. Like, there was somebody named Elizabeth Jack, who's an MRA, that supposedly has like a libertarian bent to her, sort of political, but she's more liberal than libertarian, really. In terms of like how there's some more socially, there are social things that she supports that, whether or not they are in support of the non-aggression principle, the NAP, it calls into question, right? And she made a statement that I think I shared like a thing about J.K. Rowling, and this J.K. Rowling and the Scotland bill, the hate bill or whatever. And I basically, all I said in my comment on it was, I said J.K. Rowling, was your ideology that caused this. Like, feminism caused the problem that women are facing now with transgenderism, and in particular among men. And Elizabeth Jack was basically like, well, this is all just misandry. And I was like, well, what do you mean by that? Like, because like, for me to say that transgenderism is not necessarily a good in and of itself, like, never mind what it's doing in women's sports, never mind what's going on in women's bathrooms, that aside, because I think that's, when you put it in the context of what is more harmful, is it a man in a woman's bathroom, or a man in a woman's dressing room, or a man in a woman's sport, or a boy that is being convinced and groomed to think he's a girl, and he essentially castrates himself chemically, and then later potentially actually castrates himself, and he becomes a genetic dead end. Like, which of these is really the problem? And the thing is, in order for you to confront whether or not transgenderism itself is a problem for the people who think they are trans, you would have to confront the possibility that transgenderism might not need to be tolerated to the extent that it is. And this is a problem because liberals think that everything should be tolerated as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. And I'm being charitable when I say that, because I understand the impulse. I want to do that too. But you have to ask, though. You have to ask, like, I don't want people committing suicide or deleting themselves or Minecrafting themselves or whatever because they made a choice that they thought was rational, and they thought they decided because their mother, and it's usually the mothers that do this, convinced them that they were not the sex that they were born with from a very early age, because that is what's happening. And I think that it's possible that being transphobic, or at least like being called transphobic, is preferable in the long run to being tolerant. And that, I think, is the problem of, like, that's the problem facing liberalism on the whole, right? Is that it places tolerance above everything else. And that is not the highest good, because sometimes you tolerate things that are destructive, but they may not be destructive in the immediate. I mean, what happens, like, if a trans person commits suicide despite all of the social acceptance? I mean, we celebrate it basically in our media all over, and yet the suicide rate remains the same. So is that doing good? I would argue maybe not. And Elizabeth Jack couldn't really understand that because she didn't want to face that reality. And this is very hard, because if you've invested in a bad idea for a long time, it's really hard for you to be like, I was wrong about that. It's so hard. This is like Jordan Owen. He still thinks that Trump is a dictator, even though Trump literally, like, was not president for the last 3 years. And the world is in chaos. I'm not saying it's all because of the USA, because I think that's retarded, but it's a contributing factor, right? So we have to ask ourselves, where do we draw the line? How do we measure what is good, right? If we care about good. So, I forwarded an X post by a woman threatening Warhammer that she was going to 3D print her own characters and share the books with others. They don't have to buy them anymore. WMN, what is that? That looks interesting. I'd like to join. Also, oh, women. I like this. Let's change it to make it better. Again, women, I don't like this anymore. I'm leaving. Too many such cases. No, not just that. After they change everything, then they're like, well, I didn't really spend any money. I didn't really invest in this thing to begin with. She got called to pick me. She got called a pick me, and it turned into this huge thread. Reposted it. It's on my X page. She's angry because she says the company who makes Warhammer is pandering. Well, I don't think it's pandering. I think that I think Games Workshop is just like most companies. They're just afraid of being called sexist. Like, this is the thing. It's moral cowardice, really. It's moral cowardice. Mr. 0303 says the Gelman effect. Havoc, a new hilarious repost by Peter Wright is also reposted on my X. I repost this stuff hoping creators like you will see. Well, I'm not on X right now. I'm obviously streaming a game, but I'll look. Brian is based as usual, not simping for J.K. Rowling. No, I mean, obviously, like, J.K. Rowling is looking for... Well, I think that what she would like, this is the thing with feminists like her. What feminists like J.K. Rowling want is to be able to go back to being feminists and not take any responsibility for any of the follow-up side effects or unfortunate consequences of feminism. And she's not the only one. I've seen this in TradCon circles too. Most of the TradCon women are just second-wave feminist women. They like the benefits that they like. They don't want to give any of that up. So the truth is, there's nothing conservative about that. You know, it's not. They're not like it's. You know, I'm with Spoon. Like, that's not conservative at all. If you're not willing to actually explore exactly what giving everything, like completely giving up feminism means, most women are not willing to do it. And the reason why, by the way, is they're afraid of what men will do to them if they do. And that comes from misandry. This idea that men, if they're able, they will harm women, and that's just ridiculous. Men won't do that. Not on the whole, you know. Wear your armor of contempt proudly, I am. Rowling only oppresses trans women, not trans men. Well, yeah, she doesn't care about that. Although, to be fair, most men don't give a shit about trans men either. I wonder if it feels bad to be a trans man because you're expecting to, like, upset men, and men are just like, whatever. Because that's the thing about men. Like, like, men don't give a shit about lesbians. Men don't give a shit about gay men. Men don't give a shit about trans women. They don't give a shit about trans men. They don't give a shit about any of that. Women are the ones who care. They're the ones having debates and shit. Trans women that are trying to replace men, they have no chance. I'm sorry. They have no chance. And yet, they still think that they can. It's sad, honestly. I have a lot of pity for them. I feel a swell of pity. Journalists are only interested in pushing their own agenda, not telling you what's actually happening. I want the news, not your freaking opinion. I struggle with why they can't understand why when you turn on the news, you want the news, not a talk show, not opinions, not someone else's narrative or agenda. Yeah, Trouble Cat, with everything that's happening, I'm thinking of positioning my TTRPG as a men's space. Well, I mean, I wouldn't exclusively do that, but I think if you produce it in a way that, like, appeals to your sensibilities, you'll probably attract mostly men. But I would ask that you gatekeep the fuck out of it. Make sure nobody comes in and tries to make it about their narcissistic self-importance. Deer says 2 of Games Workshop's biggest shareholders are BlackRock and Vanguard. Yeah, I know. I think BlackRock owns like 20% or something like that, or 11 to 20% of the company. Lat says men actually are accepting. It's women that are intolerant and pretend to be tolerant. Yes. Hi, a Norwegian. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the game because I feel like I've been paused for. All right. Well, I got a shotgun and I got a new upgrade on my pistol. So, I was gonna go back this way. I feel like I may have missed something. Barrels in there. Why are they in there? Did I explore this already? Make sure I didn't miss anything. Heretical life signs extinguished. That guy a Mechanicus? Oh, they shooting! They shooting! Ooh. Ouch, that hurt. Oh, it's like a machine gun, bro. Bye. Jibs. Whoa, what's that? Flamer. Well, it's gone, whatever it is. Is there another one? Ooh. Yes, yes, yes! Pop it. Like salsa. Those pesky Taos. Maybe we could challenge them to a game of snakes and ladders or offer them some delicious waffles as a peace offering. What do you think? Somebody make a Tao comment? Oh, you asked the arcade machine about it. Okay. News Nation is a total joke. They brag about how their news show is fair, doesn't pick sides, doesn't push narratives, etc. What a load of BS, completely feminist. Most news outlets are, though, like left or right, doesn't matter. There's very few that are fair. I think almost none, honestly, but I think there are people who are willing to listen. Like, I will give Tucker Carlson credit for doing a men's month a few years back, and he had Warren Farrell on. And I think that's a start. I think that he's probably pretty open to having a conversation. So, thank you for that.
Nice.
Do actually push back on the woke stuff in News Nation, but their opinions are deeply rooted in feminism. Ashley Banfield and Chris Cuomo are horrible. I can't stand them. Chris Cuomo is going to be working at Patrick Bet-David's thing now. You know that, right? Valuetainment. Those guys they have potential. I guess at least they have like guys from both sides on there. But I don't know. I'm getting to the point now where both sides is kind of like a worthless exercise that ends up with leftism winning anyway. Because ultimately, I think when we talk about both sides, we're talking about the masculine and the feminine perspective. And basically everything is the feminine perspective right now. And there's a lot of consideration for the feminist perspective. And it gets really old. I mean, feminine. Let me reword it.
It's the seed of the Imperium.
Ooh, I got some contempt over here. Let me get some of that. Give me some of that contempt. So that's like a power-up for the extra clip or whatever. What's over here? Split! Where are these blue guys coming from? Ooh, a key. Ooh. Loot. Gonna go back and make sure I didn't miss anything. Shotgun shells are full. A little bit of contempt over here. Can I shoot that? No. I want to look around over here. You know, when first-person shooters first came out and everybody was trying to do Doom clones and whatnot. Guy up there. How do I get up there? Oh. There we go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, what? So, anyway, as I was saying, the when first-person shooters came out, there was this whole like period where everybody was trying to do like Doom, right? And the game was just about essentially what people were trying to copy was this idea of these like not just like a first-person shooter, but the kind of like puzzles and labyrinthine exploration. Get the keys. Go to the appropriate doors, try to get to the next area. And that was like as much of the game as the shooting and like the ammo, conservation and the trying to find all the health pickups and stuff like that. And somewhere along the way, that got lost. Oh, what's it? Oh shit! I pushed the wrong button. Damn it! I gotta get the hell. Oh, I lost contempt then. That sucks. Boss, shut up. You don't have suggestion. Oh, I thought those guys were on our side. Wait, what was that? Is that my floating head guy saying that? Okay. Whoop. Anyway, so what happened, I think, after a while, not long though, I think like once like the Call of Duty games first started, I'm talking about the early ones on PC. All of a sudden the game's reviewers were trying to like change the purpose of first person shooters, and it moved away from this kind of like maze exploration like the old Doom games. And Duke Nukem had it too, as well as I remember this game called Hexen. Does anybody remember Hexen? It was Doom, but basically like fantasy, and you know, and Wolfenstein, and all of a sudden, like when games were doing that, like Time Splitters, the reviewers are complaining. They say, oh, you know, it's more maze exploration, and like this kind of like all the stages are like labyrinths, and they don't make any sense, and all this. And I didn't have a problem with it, but that went the way of the wayside. And as time went on, more and more first-person shooters became about things like a story mode and a campaign, and they would also have like, you know, multiplayer was like a big thing. I think the first game, I mean, obviously Doom had like, you know, deathmatch and stuff, but like I think the first game that really like made multiplayer big might have been Return to Castle Wolfenstein, which was a great game. I liked it a lot. But then it moved away from that, and I think that people now, they want to go back to that. I mean, obviously, like there are people who still play Doom and whatnot, but this, to me, this feels like they're just trying to do Doom with like, you know, where the logic of the levels is kind of takes a back seat. I mean, obviously it has like the whole theme and aesthetic of the 40K universe and all that, but it's not like, oh,
says you're a heretic.
This has to look a certain way, or it has to have this or that, right, to make sense, and the story has to be really deep. Like it doesn't. Like just put my Marine on the ground and let me kill some heretics. And there's like secrets, and you have to find the keys, you got to find the door. I mean, this is actually, even though this isn't a new formula, it's a really like, it's a breath of fresh air, honestly. And I'm glad a lot of games are going back to that in a way. You know, like Helldivers 2, I think it also does, like people like that because it's very straightforward, you know, go to the planet, you have objectives, you accomplish them, work together, kill as many bugs and automatons as you can along the way, take out their respawns, and, you know, essentially like contribute to the broader cause. And it's just a fun game. Like I don't get, why do people want to play games like Life is Strange? Like, why do people want that? I don't know why. You know, when I play Resident Evil 5 with Lindsay, it's just her and I working together to kill as many Africans as possible. No, but it's just fun, right? It's just gameplay. Gameplay is king when it comes to games. I don't know if you guys know, but like, I mean, the whole, you know, if anything, if Warhammer needs to fix something, it's probably got something to do with the gameplay, like they're the balance between armies or the mechanics of the game themselves. I've never played Warhammer 40,000 or Warhammer Fantasy, like the actual miniatures game. I have friends that are really into it. But I have played some things, like there's, you know, one thing I actually want to play with Lindsay. I think Talisman, the board game, is available as a digital game. And I used to play the shit out of Talisman. But one of the things that I learned, and also there was another game, it was based in the Warhammer universe, but it was a board game based in the Warhammer Fantasy world. I can't remember what it was called. But it was like, you know, a board game, like an adventure, and you'd like fight monsters and stuff, kind of like Talisman. And the thing that they would have this mechanic where you'd roll a d6, and you know, if you roll a d6 and like, I don't know, 4 times out of 6, like something terrible happened to you. Like it was like so catastrophic, you know, like and I guess that's just kind of the spirit of what it is. Like everything's just so catastrophic. All right, anyway, you guys are saying. Does Chris Cuomo come off as a blue pill Chad to anyone else, or is it just me? Well, yeah, I think that a lot of these guys are like, they're like performers first. So their whole thing is like, they're, you know, I don't know if you ever spoke to actors. I used to work around actors. This isn't the case with all of them, but the ones that are really trying to make it, they will abandon their whoever they are to accomplish their goals. You know, they will lose themselves, like, to get work. They are whores, honestly. You know, these like adult pretenders. Anyway. The original ones turned to chaos with their Primarchs during the Horus Heresy. Oh, they're Traitor Marines. They defected to chaos. Ah, I see. Hexen, I remember Hexen, yes. Hexen Beyond Heretic. Is that what it was called? Doom 2 was the big breakout multiplayer game. It had the map Dead Simple, a legendary MP map. Allison is definitely right about the one good man syndrome. Carlson and Cuomo definitely have that. If they could, I bet they would spread it all over the floor and roll around in it. It's a, you know, it's an instinct though. Men have an instinct. It's not, you know, it's like not an easy thing to give up. You have to assume that most men by default are gonna try to do that. That's why I get like really annoyed because I see a lot of like men on Twitter Spaces that will they'll comment on like stuff with the red pill, the manosphere, and you can tell that they don't know anything about it because they immediately throw it under the bus, like along with feminism. And it's just like this one good man thing, right? Like it's when people say both sides, what they're saying is I am the best person. That's what they're saying. That's why both sides bothers the shit out of me, because it's people trying to vaingloriously elevate themselves above the entire conversation. And the truth is that that's just not true. We're all in there somewhere. And it's better that we be honest about that than like pretend like, oh, well, unlike you guys, I, you know, like, I don't know, I understand women. I know what they need, whatever. I don't hate them. I don't become bitter. It's like, that's not what's happening. You know, there are bitter people, men and women, but like, when I say this is the reality of the world we're living in, I'm trying to equip people with the tools to help them cope with the facts of what the world is so that they don't become embittered and angry. That's the hope, right? Perhaps it's a fool's hope. People say Life is Strange. People play Life is Strange because it makes them feel smart. Yeah. I prefer gameplay over story. Yes. Well, I mean, why is Mario successful? Is it because of the deep story or because of the gameplay? A game with all story and no gameplay is just a movie. Well, that's what they want to do. They've been trying to make video games more like movies for a long time, and I think it is a bad idea. Great Indoors, Life is Strange is for a select group of young people living in Washington or Oregon. Yeah, California, New York, those areas. Speaking of Life is Strange, has anyone heard of the left eating itself involving the studio? No, I have not. Alright, anyway, let's get back to the game. I'm gonna finish this level. Let me see what time it is. 3:30. I might finish this level and then quit, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how far I get. Am I going the right way? I don't even... Oh wait, this is where I was, isn't it? I mean, I'm just judging by all the carnage. I'm gonna try and find some power-ups, some armor. I mean, sorry, some contempt. Contempt is my shield. That's so funny. But the Imperium, are they okay? For people who know, and I'm only gonna ask like the pros here. So there's a lot of factions in Warhammer. Which one is the least evil? Is it the Imperium of Man? Are they meant to be the people we relate to? I mean, I don't think it matters either way. But I'm asking, because that's like kind of what the conversation about Warhammer is ultimately for people. It's like, you know, when like it's also the conversation about Helldivers, where people are trying to tell me like, well, you know, you're the bad guys, right? Herder, if you're the humans, it's like, oh yeah, because the robots and bugs are gonna be like, you know, really productive members of society if we just leave them alone, right? They're just gonna build a utopia, right? Unsanctioned defense structures, notice that it's mantle recorded. Okay, I did that. This doesn't look like much anyways, to be honest, but... My loss? Oh, I gotta go there. I think that's where I go. Because I have the key. Why did that guys go... What? Dude, you should have listened. Oh, what's that? Chaos Terminator. That wasn't okay. Thought that was a boss, but I guess not. What did he drop? What is that? Picked up ammo crate. All ammo crate. Oh, I guess I didn't need that. I'll take that contempt. Thank you very much. All 40k factions are awful, but the Imperium and Man has human interests at heart, so they are basically the only good guys. Basically, all the other factions will genocide humanity, so yeah, Imperium is good in comparison. Well, there you go. Unless, of course, you hate humanity, which these people do, right? Then you might say, I hear shit. I think that's what it ultimately is. These people are anti-human, so they generally side with anything that isn't human because they're oikophobic. Oh, these things spawn in after those guys die. It's like a splitting slime thing. Load up. I gotta admit, I am having fun. I haven't really used any grenades. Wait, how do I do? No, that's the circle. X.
You are an abomination to be expunged.
Pop goes the weasel. Try the bolt gun on the flamers. A death down there. I'll take that. Wait, did I take damage from falling? Ooh, that over there. Wait, I had to get there somehow. I jumped to it. Ow. Uh-oh. I need ammo and maybe health and contempt. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything over here. Don't like it. I wonder if I can make that jump. Might die. Here we go. Wow. I can fall from that? Okay. I'm gonna die. Alright, alright. Gonna restart. Where was I? Commence purge, okay. This is where I'm supposed to go. I don't want to drop in the middle of it if it's gonna be like that. No! There's a weapon in the middle there. Maybe I should get that weapon. Yeah, there's a gun down there. I kind of want to get it, but I don't know. These flamers, though, they're the ones that are the problem. Woo! Running out of contempt. There's 2 Terminators, huh? I'm almost out of bullets, too. I don't know if the shotgun's gonna reach. Wow, it's not that bad. Not a sniper. If you guys want to come up here, that's fine. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on, come on. Come on, Cletus. I'm just gonna get blood all over the place. Anything up here I didn't get last time? I hate those fucking guys. Jump for. I'm gonna go for that weapon. I think I'm about to die though. So. Oh, that guy's almost dead. Fuck. Got him. There's another one. Got him. Another one. Another one, guys. Two. Gotta get the health. There's gotta be something over here. Fuck it, Geronimo. Gotta. Shit, it's not much. See these little healths over here. Got that. I'm gonna go up these stairs. Got this shit. Some health there. There's a closed door. I don't know what that is. Or can I climb up? No. Man. Plasma ammo. God. This is like down the wire, bro. He's dead. One some more. Wait, is that guy dead or no? God. Oh my god, I'm alive. Dude, this place was rough. I probably wasn't aggressive enough, to be honest, but... Health, that's what I was looking for. For where it was. Ooh, I'm alive. Okay. Warhammer has a thing for candles. Candles and, like, wax stamps. Yeah, I think the ballsy thing to do would have been to jump down right in the middle and grab the plasma. Probably would have been the way to go. Didn't think about it. So now I'm going to go get that. I grab... Okay, I think I have max ammo on everything. Nice. Signature's volatile in this area. Okay, 351. Got a new weapon. See what it looks like. So it's basically like the plasma from the plasma cannon in Doom. Okay. Where do I go from here? Here? Oh, there was a door up there, huh? Go up there. But there's like stuff over here I want to get. How do I get to that shit? There was something up there. If I can figure that out. Probably have to jump on top of that and then jump there. Let's see. I gotta get to that. Maybe I can jump on top of this. Oh no! I slid. And there's gotta be a way to get up there. Maybe I can fall down there from like a really high up place. Maybe up there? Like all cathedrals and shit. Terminal velocity is not terminal as in terminal cancer, but velocity. It's just settled velocity. Like it can't speed up anymore. Oh. I don't know if a running jump will work. I could try that. There it goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess I didn't. Is that like rage mode or something? Probably didn't. It probably didn't need it. End of the level? It is. Alright, cool. I gotta quit here then. Oh.
Yeah, boy.
Alright. I would be way up on that ledge sniping. Yeah, if I'd have known that. Save the grades for Trader Marines. Tip, the symbol above the enemy will show you if your weapon is effective. Green is effective, orange is average, red is ineffective. I didn't notice that. Alright, I'm gonna quit here. But I like this so far. It's kind of fun. It's very arcadey. I dig that. Let me know what you guys think. Have you played Boltgun? I know it's kind of new, but I'm a little late to the party on that. And yeah, because I have a feeling that, so just to reiterate something I've said before, Mark Kern is calling for a moratorium on AAA gaming, and I agree. Now, of course, you guys do whatever you want. I bought this for like 15 bucks or something, 12 bucks. It was cheap, but it probably wasn't like the best to get it for. I'm sure that if I'd have waited long enough, that would have been a steep sale. But I agree with him on putting a moratorium on AAA gaming and not buying AAA games. He says don't buy woke AAA games for a year, but I think I'm just gonna not buy AAA games period for a year. Most of the games that I like to play are not AAA anyways. I mean, like From Software is a AA studio, really. And they are pretty good about not bending the knee to this shit. And so as long as they don't do that, then we're good. I really still enjoy Armored Core 6. I'm looking forward to Shadow of the Erd Tree, which is coming out pretty soon, I think. I haven't looked a bit. And there's lots of old games on my backlog that I can play. I just recently set up Fightcade, which I showed you guys earlier. I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Tech Romancer. I figured out how to play Tech Romancer, by the way. So next time I stream it, it won't be me just goofing up really bad. And I play lots of old games, so I don't have to do any of the new shit. And I think it will basically put a good dent in these studios that have basically become activist pulpits. And hopefully this will have an effect. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Dealer says 99% kills. This list of purged heretics is incomplete. You can help by expanding it. 99%. I didn't get them all. Oh no, I have to do that level over. Save the grenades. I already saw that. Go home, bot. You're drunk. Gravity 1, Space Marine 0. Space Marine taking fall damage, lol. Yeah, they don't take fall. So anyways, yeah, I think it's pretty good. And Nova Fan says, I'm with you. We can't trust AAA to do it right for now. Yeah, they should be punished. El Kusanagi, hello. You got here just in time for me to quit. So anyway, like I said, thanks for hanging out. Let me know what you guys think about Warhammer 40k Boltgun. I am enjoying it. I like that it's arcadey and it's kind of light and fun. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'm going to be setting up a Discord when I get to 500 subs, and I hope that you all will join me. I will let you know when that happens. So, thanks so much for coming on the stream, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See you in a little bit over on Badger Live Streams.
Are machines, dude. Okay, they are literal machines. They are talking point machines. They are impossible to fucking deal with, especially if you have like a couple dudes who have good memory on top of that too. Holy shit, you're fucked.